Hello everyone! As you could probably tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a my top 10 favorite characters from Total Drama. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to say my top 10 characters, and I'm going to add in a few miscellaneous ones. Some characters that I feel like would deserve to be on here if they're a little bit more than who they were. I'm going to give reasoning for each one, so there's good reason for you to continue watching the video throughout the entire time. Okay, let's start. Yes, I'm using the Total Drama Comic Studio for this because I didn't know how to make a visual. So first character, Tyler. Tyler, my man. Tyler is a heartfelt jock with feelings. He was always kind and probably one of the nicest jocks in cartoons of all time, I feel like. Tyler's elimination in the first season hurt badly, and having his fear on the boat most likely traumatized him, so I hate that. Tyler never did anything bad to anyone. He was only kind-hearted and a little bit dumb. I'm gonna be honest, he was a little bit dumb. He was funny and had a lot of physical comedic moments. He was a very slapsticky character. Him trying to save Owen because he was genuinely worried about him was beautiful. Tyler and Lindsay was an adorable couple. The Owen being during the Alien episode. Tyler staying with Lindsay, despite her not remembering his name, is probably one of the best dedication things I've ever seen from anybody, to be honest. How the heck does he stay with her? Is he stupid? No, he's just in love. He's just in love. So that's why I put Tyler in my top 10. It's his happiness when Lindsay finally noticed him did really make me happy. Just why did he try taking off the guard's pantyhose with his teeth? That was weird. That was really weird, buddy. I'm not even sure I can bring you back from that one. Okay. That is number 10 gone. Now, for my next one. I choose Kitty. Kitty is an overall really likable character. Not a single time did I dislike her being on screen. Her trying to set her sister up with Noah was amazing. It was just trying to loosen her sister up, and I respect her for that, honestly. I really respect her for that. There is too many problems with characters, but I think that there's not a single time in Redonkulous Race that I did not like Kitty. Her having her sister focus up to try to win, that was amazing as well. She's a great sister. I'm sure anyone would love to be related to her. The selfie gimmick that she had, it was a small one, so it never really got boring. She was almost flawless in a way, but she wasn't a Mary Sue like Sky. So, we take those. Ah yes. That is enough for Kitty. I don't need to explain anymore, she's just an amazing character. Her, interactions with all the other characters were just beautiful. Now, the next character. Z. Okay, this is an unfortunate photo. But you know what? We're going with it. You know what? Actually, heck with that. Z deserves better. There we go. Hello, Z. Z is an overall hilarious character. Good vibes all around. His gimmick with the cans and soda and stuff like that never got old. His scene with the milk and trying to vote Chris off were both funny. He might not be the brightest guy, but I like him. no matter what. Z also not being able to lie, similar to Tyler in a way, was really cute. Z always brought a smile to my face, and his leg situation was actually a really interesting twist to give the character. So I'll give Total Drama that, because that was not something I was expecting, and it didn't like come out of friggin' nowhere. Well, it did come out of friggin' nowhere, but it wasn't an insane thing that they had to change around the plot for. My little amputee buddy is going in place number 3. Okay, back there you go. Okay. Dawn. I like Dawn. Her gimmick, though it's a really unrealistic one, which I don't usually like when it comes to Total Drama, it was funny. Her interactions with all the characters were great, and I completely agree that she should have gotten a little bit farther in the game. Her interactions were just beautiful, specifically with Brick and Scott, with your bladder control issues as well as your need to be dominated, and you weren't held enough as a child, are some of my favorite lines in the series. Her empathetic side was what Zoe needed, as well as her hilarious ability of just telling the audience facts about the contestants that would have never come up anyway. So, she's a little bit more overrated by the community. I don't think she's that great a character, but I do really like her, and I think she's a very wholesome Total Drama character. As you can see, there's a little bit of a theme going, but don't worry, we'll change it up a little bit with the next character. Number 5. We're going back to Revenge of the Island with this one. Scott. Now, a lot of people must be wondering, Scott? Really? Why Scott? Now, let me tell you why he is higher than Dawn, Z, Kitty, and Tyler. I really like Scott. I think he's a funny antagonist. I even liked him better in All-Stars. I think his thing with Courtney was kind of cute in a way. In a weird way, but still in a way. His plan was actually based off of a real person on Survivor, so it was realistic. Which is a lot of people complain about him, is that his plan was stupid. But that was someone else's plans from Survivor, so he just took it off of that. He was a very convincing antagonist. I liked the depth in him. I liked his fear of Fang in the second season that he was in. It kind of made it seem more, I don't know, realistic. It made him seem more like a real character, because he was genuinely afraid. I did not like the trauma chair incident. I thought that was disturbing, to say the least. I thought that was a little bit traumatizing. His rivalship with Fang was hilarious, and I liked him in both seasons, which I can't say for a lot of other characters, because in one season, usually they are derailed. And with Scott, I feel like, though every character in Total Drama All-Stars got derailed, Scott is one of the characters that comes out that season almost unscathed, because he knew he couldn't do the same plan. So he had to be himself. There was no faking it there. And I liked him even more in that. Okay, now it's time for the honorable mentions. Today, we are going back to Revenge of the Island. Brick. I really like Brick. I think he's a very solid character. He's very believable. He has a really good heart. This character is strong. He would be able to get far. He is hilarious. He's got a bunch of depth to him, especially with his fear and his, apparently, he wants to go into fashion school, and that's great. I love that for him. Slay Queen. King. Sorry, Brick. But overall, didn't do that much. I'm gonna be honest. I wish he had done more. He should have been in All-Stars instead of Sam. I'm gonna say it. I love Sam, but he she's the one who should have been in All-Stars. Okay, we're going back to the first season with this one. Okay, where are you? Hello, Heather. Heather. She was the perfect first season antagonist. And her arc is probably the best in all of Total Drama. I personally, and I fully believe this with all my heart, I think Heather is one of the best, most well-written characters in Total Drama. And I will stand with that till the day I die. I think she is one of the most well-written characters in this entire series. And that's precisely why I put her in here. Though she had some, she had some plot armor, let's be honest. But I don't think we need to complain about that because we want her to stay in. More than that, we want her to get off, but we want her to stay in. And that's what you really want in an antagonist. Ah, yes. The next character, we're going with Lashana. Lashana is a solid all-around character. I can't find anything that I dislike about Lashana other than the stupid way she gets eliminated in the first season. I enjoy her all the time. I think she is a queen. She deserves to win the season. I'm gonna be honest. But she does not have enough. I do not like her enough to put her in the top 10. I'm sorry, Lashana. You are one of the best written characters in the series. Sorta. Not your getting thrown out. Definitely not that. But I'm so sad about that. I don't know if you guys can tell. Lashana's elimination, it's just it hurts me to my core. But we'll have to deal with that. So Lashana goes down here. Ah, yes! Sam. Sam is the next character I want to bring up. Sam is a solid character. The reason he does not get onto this list is because in All-Stars he became Owen 2.0. But not as good. I'm gonna be honest. Sam's relationship with Dakota is what made me really like him as well. The gamer stereotype was interesting to say the least, but he got a happy ending, sort of, until All-Stars brought him in. Why did they do that? Why did they do it? What was the point of doing? Either way. Okay, so we'll put Sam down here because he did not make it. I'm sorry, gamer boy. I cannot put you in here. Let's see, another first season member, Jeff. I think Jeff is one of the most underrated characters, maybe even the most underrated character of Total Drama all time. I think he is just completely underrated. He's a wonderful character in Season 1. Season 2, he's a little bit derailed. Season 3, my boy didn't deserve that, I'm gonna be honest. But, you know what, if they're continuing to today, I'm fine with that. Bridget and Jeff is cute, it's fine. But, Jeff in Season 1, I think we forget about him a lot, but he's wonderful. And in Redonkulous Race, they kind of dumbed him down a lot so that I could match with Brody a little bit more. Even though he's smarter than Brody, I think that he was also pretty cool in that season as well. Wish he would have interacted with Owen and Noah in that season more. Okay. His relationship with Gwen was adorable as well. I like that. Alejandro. Alejandro, one of the best, well-written villains in the series as well. When it comes to Heather, he's excels in many different ways. He's got all the different things that all the other villains in the series have. So he just takes a little bit from all of them, to be honest. He's got the strength, he's got the smarts, he's got the manipulation, the charms, and he's got the ways of making every other character manipulated. I don't know what else to say about Alejandro. He's a perfect villain, and he is a great way to surpass Heather in that way. Wrapping it up for the honorable mentions, Justin. You see, Justin, I think he was a good antagonist. I'm gonna be honest. He wasn't a great antagonist, but he's a good one. Should Courtney have taken his place? No. Nope. I refuse to believe that. But I love Justin. He was hilarious. He's beautiful, baby. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely bloody stunning. I loved him every time he was on fire. Each time. Like, good lord. Like, good. Oh, look at that man. Whoa. Sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, yes. So now that we are out of the honorable mentions, we will be going to the next person. And the next person, surprisingly, is Noah. Okay, here's my thoughts on Noah. He's an overrated character by the community. However, Noah is hilarious in World Tour, and once we get to see him in Island, or once we get to see him outside of Island, he's truly shining. His sarcasm was funny, he's a one-liner machine. Noah and Owen warmed my heart, and I'm glad Owen finally has a true friend now. Redonkulous Race, he was amazing in that. His relationship with Emma was adorable, as well as his heart slowly melting. It showed the best of his cynical personality and his walls falling down. It was just something we need to see of Noah. We need to see him become a little bit more vulnerable, which for Owen, you know, you could have done that with Owen, but I think he needed someone else, because we obviously see that it didn't work with Owen. So, moving on from Noah.
Ryan Little.
Okay. He ate in World Tour, and Noah and Owen were mice and men personality type thing. I'm glad he didn't win either season though that he was in, or any of the seasons he was in, because that would be too much. Okay, now this one is probably my biggest hot take. As you can see, you can already see the character here. I like Ezekiel. I love Ezekiel, in fact. I love this character to death. I love this character to death. Okay, so how do I explain this? Okay. Ezekiel always did what was asked of him. Every time. Always. He had potential. He's smart. Ezekiel is incredibly smart, but he's awkward. He tried to improve himself. He stopped being sexist. He just wanted people to accept him. Ezekiel had so much potential, and it went to waste. His parents are probably still looking for him, and there's a small chance that he'll ever be human again. His feral counterpart had been an important part in why I want him to be in a return season. In my personal season that I wrote, called The Creators of Total Drama, I got some ideas for them. I actually cured him and got him the help he needs after Chris got sued by Zeke's parents. Ezekiel was socially awkward, and he just wanted to fit in. Ezekiel is also really cute, and I mean this less in a "oh, he's so cute" type way, and more of he's like a little puppy. And for an example of that, the facial expression that he made when Trent sang in action, go ahead, look look it up in that episode, find that episode, look at the look on his face. You cannot tell me that that boy deserves the world. Ezekiel is an awkward farm boy, and he knows 8 languages and won the National Spelling Bee. He is smart. He's just a little bit awkward. And he deserves more from Total Drama. Thank you. That was my TED Talk. I could talk for hours about this character. Okay, here we go. Next character. So, you didn't think that I would put a single character from Pacateo Island on here, but you were wrong. Sean. I feel like Sean is the saving... You know what? I'm not gonna say like I feel like. Sean is the saving grace of Pacateo Island. That entire season was a pile of crap. And Sean is the only thing keeping it in the fans' hearts. Sean's zombie obsession allowed him to have good reason for having actual skills in a lot of situations. It also just never got old. Sean was funny, talented, he could clutch any situation. He had faults, so he wasn't completely perfect. And his relationship with Jasmine was also really cute. I like pretty much everything about him. Sean is a great Total Drama character. In this season, he excels because I don't think he would do well in any other season. They'd probably vote him off pretty quickly. But in a season with all weirdos and freaks, Sean, he's a likable freak. And that's all I can ask for in a season with just like a whole bunch of garbage characters. Okay, we're going to place number 2, second place. Harold. I really like Harold. Oh, let me fit him in the frame there. Hello there, Harold. Okay, Harold is the epitome of nerd. His math skills can all be easily explained, and he clutches all sorts of challenges. Harold is funny and a serious threat in the competition. I could see Harold winning a season. Harold's relationship with Lashana is also really cute. He really does try in that. Harold is a really good guy, and I'd love to see him win another season. If possible. Harold is funny. He's got the comedic timing. Like I said, he clutches every challenge. He's got a bunch of mad skills, and there's reasons behind why he has each of those skills. And I think that's great writing for him. I think Harold is one of the more well-written characters. There isn't so many flaws in his characters. Even when he gets voted out, or even when he gets eliminated himself in World Tour, that was such a Harold thing to do, man. Okay, now for my final character. Okay, Cody. Okay, hear me out. Cody is the definition of adorkable. He's a sweet guy who always tries his best and clutches a fair amount of challenges like Harold. I love Cody, but I think he's a bit overrated by the community. I think he's a B-tier character. However, I really like Cody. Cody is smart, and he's underutilized in the different things that the character bios tell about him. Cody's real flaw, though, is his creepiness towards Gwen. I cannot defend that, I will not defend that. The kid is really awkward, and his arc is about accepting that he isn't the ladies' man that he thinks he is, and Gwen does not like him. However, I would like to come out with 2 misconceptions that a lot of people, I've been seeing them say about Cody online, okay? We're getting all serious right now. So, first, okay, so Cody would have gone far in World Tour. He wouldn't have gone as far as he did, but Cody would have gone pretty darn far, probably to the merge. Cody's very good with his team skills, and he's got the ability to not make enemies. Cody is a very friendly person, and nobody really dislikes him. The only reason he was voted out in the first season is because well, 1, Heather plot armor, but 2, he's mauled by a bear. 3, they thought he was not as helpful in challenges. And I don't see why they decide to use that. Just say that you voted him off because he's, you know, hurt, I guess. Why did you go into that? Anyway, poor Cody gets a lot of talking about how he didn't change. They talk about him getting Gwen's bra for one. Cody helped out Gwen even when she hit him in the crotch after he asked for that thing. So Cody did Gwen the favor without thinking of getting compensation. I think we all forget that because yeah, he said that and that was such a creep thing to do. But Cody did the thing anyway when it was obviously a no from her. And so she gave him her bra so he could win the bet willingly. So there was no part of Cody that only would do it for the bra in general. I think that we forget that Cody did have an arc. Cody also thought that Gwen was free in World Tour, and since she is his dream girl, she actively tried to get her to go out with him. And he did the awkward harassment, as it's known. Again, one of the reasons why I like Cody is because of his line, "She's my dream girl, I'm just not her dream guy. If she's happy, I'm happy." And that is why Cody is my favorite character. The geek is an interesting character and very likable, even with all his flaws. I like Cody, and I think he is a good person with a good heart. If Dawn and Cody ever met, she would agree with me. Thank you, have a nice night, and bye-bye!